everyone! Happy Halloween, which is today, October 31st, the day I am filming this, and happy NaNoWriMo, which is November 1st, the day this is posting. This is going to be a little bit of kind of like a life update, like kind of where I've been / introduction to NaNoWriMo, which I am doing, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, I've gotten a bit behind in my videos, you might have noticed. You might not, because it's not that behind. It's just like, to me, the like super prepare overachiever, I feel like I'm terribly behind. So I normally pre-film lots of videos, and that's why I can post 2 to 3 a week pretty neatly, because I pre-filmed them ahead of time, and I was super on top of October, everyone. I had pre-recorded everything, I had everything planned, and you know, I had a wedding the other weekend. So the weekend of the 21st, I had a family wedding. I was out of town. I came back, and I would film when I got back, like, you know, kind of to keep so there would be no interruption between, you know, October and November in my travel. And as soon as I got back, I got the flu, which I sound a bit congested because I am. So that it might be what you're hearing here. And actually, I'm so congested, I've got a bit of hearing loss in my left ear. It's a little fuzzy, so everything sounds weird. But I'm here because I can't not talk about NaNoWriMo. Plus, there's been all sorts of book updates since I went away. I had my cover reveal last week in Entertainment Weekly on entertainmentweekly.com, but like, dreams coming true, everyone. And I will do a separate video where I kind of show off my cover for YouTube, but needless to say, what a whirlwind. Though the day of my cover reveal, I had the flu, so I was asleep for basically the next 3 days, and you know, I got all these well wishes, and I still haven't appropriately responded to everyone, but that is where I have been. That is why we are a little behind schedule here on the channel. And as I mentioned, I'm going to talk about NaNoWriMo because you get a writing update, and this is my first writing update since July, which is the last time I did NaNoWriMo, which stands for National Novel Writing Month. So Space Songs, do you remember Space Songs? This would be the sequel-ish. It's my second book for HMH Teen. It is the follow-up to Brightly Burning, but it is not a sequel. It is tentatively set in the same world though, but not a sequel. Companion novel. And last we talked, I was doing great at Camp NaNoWriMo, and I was drafting, and I was so excited. At the end of July / August 1st, I had about 13,000 words. It is now November 1st. I have about 15,000 words. I have not done much writing in the past few months, and I gave myself permission not to write, to be fair. There was just a lot going on, a lot of kind of life stuff in my day job and my freelance job, and then book promo stuff. I'm definitely gonna have to talk a lot about balancing kind of book promo / marketing / like that side of your brain, your promotional side, your author platform side, and actually working on books, which is what you're being paid to do. I am figuring out that balance, and my compromise to myself was November was going to be for drafting. I was going to get back to drafting, so I'm definitely doing NaNoWriMo. So this is your basic what is NaNoWriMo here. I'll actually, this doesn't help if you watch this far, I will put timestamps down in the bottom so anyone who just wants to hear about NaNoWriMo can jump right to it. So NaNoWriMo, as I mentioned, is National Novel Writing Month. Your goal is to write 50,000 words in the month of November. Technically that's a novel. Technically that's also not a novel. It's both things at the same time. 50K is a huge achievement, and in many genres that is definitely a novel. In my genre, that is definitely not a novel. Writing genre YA, 50K, that's half a book-ish. My drafts tend to clock in around 100,000 words, and then I try to shave a bit off. Brightly Burning is about 95,000 words, to give you an idea. So NaNoWriMo is like a really good start on a book for me though. But generally you write 1,667 words a day-ish if you accomplish those word count goals, and you steadily write every day of November. You will end up with 50K at the end of the month. And it's a huge community, which is honestly my favorite thing about NaNoWriMo. It's not necessarily writing the 50K novel, it's writing while everyone else is writing and kind of joining into that community feel. It just really spurs me on, since drafting is not my favorite thing. And Brightly Burning was a NaNoWriMo novel. I wrote it in 2015 for NaNoWriMo, or I I accomplished 51K of it during NaNoWriMo, and I finished the rest after that. Don't worry, I'm going to have videos all month long about NaNoWriMo because as I am writing every single day in the month of November, I said it, so it has to be true, right? I will eventually, at certain points need to blurt all my feelings at a camera because NaNoWriMo's fun. I'll definitely have videos that are kind of like, slice of life, like, Nano, but also practical videos, as always, giving you some tips about, strategy for what you can do, how to push through, because there are some really rough moments of NaNoWriMo, and there are all sorts of tips and tricks and things that you can do, or at least things that have worked for me. How do you participate in NaNoWriMo? It's very easy. Honestly, the easiest way is just to say, I am participating in NaNoWriMo. If you want to write or work on a novel during NaNoWriMo, you don't have to write. There are also people who do NaNoWriMo, where they revise work during the month of November, and that is great too. Just do it. The community is everywhere, really easy to find. You're gonna see people talking about NaNoWriMo all month long on your social channels if you follow any writers, especially on Twitter. Really good community on Twitter for NaNoWriMo. There are all sorts of little private groups that spring up. I know people who have IRC chats or Reddit communities. I have a Slack channel for a bunch of people I know who are doing NaNoWriMo. Twitter DM threads, or sign up for NaNoWriMo at nanowrimo.org. This is the official way of doing NaNoWriMo. You just create an account, you create your project, and you go in and you update it every day of your word count and where you are with your draft. You aren't officially a Nano winner if you don't do everything through the website. So this is creating a project and inputting your word counts, and at the end of the month you upload your document so that they check it to prove that you actually hit the word count goal, and if you do, you get a cute little badge thingy that you are a NaNoWriMo winner, and there are other perks too for signing up officially. The funny thing is, brightly burning, is I did not actually do it through the NaNoWriMo website, so I have no badge or proof or anything that I did it, but I know in my heart that I did it. But if you are new to NaNoWriMo, and that is why you're watching this, I do advise doing it officially so that you feel that warmth. And it's also the best way to do your first NaNoWriMo is to kind of do it officially. Another benefit of signing up for NaNoWriMo through the website, they have a super awesome special free trial version of Scrivener. NaNoWriMo is how I fell in love with Scrivener. I think it was 2013 NaNoWriMo, but that's when I tried Scrivener and I love it. Whether you complete NaNoWriMo or not, if you are a participant, you will get a 20% off discount code when NaNoWriMo is done to purchase Scrivener, should you wish. Or if you win Nano, you get 50% off Scrivener. So you get this amazing piece of software for $20, which I got it with the 20% discount code. And frankly, I would have paid full price for Scrivener 8 times over because I love it that much. And in fact, November is officially Scrivener month on this channel. I am going to be doing a series of videos telling you about why I love Scrivener and showing you lots of practical on-screen demos of how to use it. I think people are really kind of overwhelmed by Scrivener. They're like, what is this thing? And they hear people like me proselytize about it all the time, and they think we're totally, full of hot air. I'm gonna show you why I love Scrivener, and my disclaimer there is I am super basic when it comes to Scrivener. I don't do anything fancy or special with it. I use the barest, most basic features, and it works really well for me. So my plan is to show you all my stuff and why I love it, and maybe you'll fall in love with it, and maybe you won't, and you can try it for free through NaNoWriMo, and I'm gonna have a link down below of where you can get that. So that's really kind of where I am. I'm slowly getting my hearing back. I'm recovering from illness. I had a busy October with lots of travel. November is my drafting month. I'm gonna drafting, which might mean you see me a little bit less on social media, though I'm going to be sticking to my YouTube video schedule, so if you are here and you're watching this, don't worry, I'm not going to leave you, but Twitter, you might see me a bit less while I am drafting. If you are participating in NaNoWriMo, good luck. Watch right here on this channel, either tomorrow, November 2nd, or Friday, November 3rd, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to be posting a NaNoWriMo tips for newbies video, so just some of my bare bones tips on how to make it through NaNoWriMo if you are doing it. And as I said, other NaNoWriMo videos coming all month long because I'm going to need to talk about my feelings. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm sorry for my brief absence, getting a bit off schedule. And as always, happy writing.